Hello everyone, I'm Anastasia and welcome to orientation class at Nails Pro Academy. Please let me know if you can hear me and see me clearly. I got myself pretty comfy today sitting here on the couch because today I'm going to be some kind of a nail counselor for you. So please tell me everything about your feelings about doing nails. I'm so glad to see you all here today. Thank you for joining Nails Pro Academy. And welcome to the new students. If this is your first orientation class, welcome. If you already been with us for quite a while, thank you once again for keep it is going to take around 30 to 40 minutes because I will try to keep it short because time is very valuable and we definitely do not want to waste it on some things. Okay, just I will quickly. Okay, it's all good. That picture and the sound is great, which means we can start. So I will put myself right here in the corner, and the presentation will take the big part of the screen. All right. So Nails Pro Academy, we are online international school. We also do live classes, not that much recently because you know why. And also, we are trying to build a nail international community. We have international students chat. We also have some tools for interaction on our website because I think it's so great to interact with people who have the same ideals and goals from all over the world. Every time we do a webinar or a class and everybody shares their story, where they're from, guys, I'm just telling you this and I literally have good team. That's why we don't even have a picture of us all together because we are all located in different places as well. We have people in our team working from Russia, Ukraine, from Norway, from the United States, and that's why some of us haven't even met in person. So this is just the picture of some of people of our team. Most of the time you just see me, sometimes other educators, but there are also so many people working behind the scenes who's would also like to say thank you to our team for making it all work all together. Our educators are also located in a different parts of the world. So we have me, Anastasia, Milton, we have Kisa, we have Max Estrada, we have Natasha Cheh, who's from Russia, and we have Elinda, our new educator who recently joined us, and she used to be Nails Pro Academy student. She graduated from almost all classes that we have, well, most of them, and now she is checking assignments, and this is also so great to see growth. When someone just starts with something. And I decided to include small stories about it because I think it's just very, motivating and inspiring. So we have Alinda, our new educator. We also have Anna Fox. She's on this picture, and she will be our new educator for pedicure because I know that everyone been asking about the pedicure classes a lot, and we used to have one educator, but now we will have another one. All right, so we also have students from all over the world, and some of them, all of them have a different story, different background, a different situation, and I just would like to share a couple of them. So the girl standing next to me, the blonde one, like on the picture, I'm the tallest, in case you didn't recognize me, and next to me there's the blonde girl. So her name is Ksenia. She is the mother of four. Yeah, that's like her a regular picture, not on the stage. She won competitions in Russia, Hong Kong, and in the US, and then she opened her own beauty salon. But I'm just, sharing it like this quickly. But it all happened within, I believe, 8 or 9 years. So it wasn't like fast or, like easy success. No, not at all. It was actually, no, quite hard for a while, and she struggled a lot, but at the end, she did it, and she started learning how to do nails online in our school. Also, we have another student, her name is Julia, and she started doing nails as her hobby first, so she never really took it seriously. But then she needed to make some money, and she also had a like little son with her, so she started working from home. And at a certain time, she had so many clients that it was just felt uncomfortable working at home anymore. So she rented her own space in the salon and later her own studio. But still, there were just more and more clients, and she realized that, this is just too much for one person. And she hired another nail technician, taught her so she can take some of her clients and she will not need to work as much. Honestly, I would love to talk about this all day because you probably can tell I'm really proud of all of our students. I just wanted to show you that they are all, people just like us, because most of the time, we share some victories in the competitions, but, for some people, even small, let's say for someone like working from home, then renting a space is also a big deal. So I just wanted to share different kind of stories so you will have an idea that even though doing nails, it's not like building spaceships or something, right? But, to me, it's actually quite a big deal. I think that we do change people's lives because once we do nails, the person feels more confident about herself or himself. And once you do feel confident about yourself, then you can do anything. Okay. Oh, and we also have Kisa. Kisa is our educator. You probably know her as an educator, but how did we know each other? She was actually a former Nails Pro Academy student, but it was a while ago, many years ago, and she also graduated from well, back then we only had 3 classes, I believe. It was nail sculpting level 1, 2, and 3. So there were just 3 classes, nothing else, but she graduated successfully from all of them, and then she became an educator. And also she's an owner of her studio that is called Eye Candy FX. Elinda is also who's maybe joining us today, was also a student, and now she's an educator checking assignments. So I would really love that if the next success story will be yours. Whatever your goal is, because we all have slightly different goals, right? Some people just want to win it all. Some people just want to find something that they love doing, or just find something that will help them to provide a certain income so they can spend more time with their family. So regardless of your goal, I just really wishing you all the best and that you will be able to achieve all your goals, and that will be like the best reward for me if like we can help you to achieve that. I remember Julia, a strong, wonderful girl. Oh yes, I actually, when I was collecting this information for this orientation class, I took it from the article that you wrote, I believe. This is inspiring. Oh, howdy from Texas. Howdy, y'all. These are great stories. Love hearing them. Thanks, Darlene. Yeah, I would love to share more maybe on next orientation classes. And once again, I would love to share your story, guys, next time. All right, so now I will share quickly a little bit of technical information on how to do classes because some of you may be new here. And then also I will share some tips of time management, how to do classes, and also a few tips on how to promote yourself. Here at Nails Pro Academy, we have online classes, and we have a lot at this moment, but the biggest ones, the most popular ones are nail sculpting. There are 3 levels of them, 1, 2, and 3. And then there's Need for Speed, which is technically level 4 and is recommended to take only once you complete the first 3, because at Need for Speed, we only focus on how to work faster. But to work fast, first you need to know how to do it right. Then we have Manicure 101, which is manicure for beginners. It's like the class where we start from scratch from basic nail anatomy, how to do shaping, how to apply regular nail polish, and so on. And e-file manicure is more like a next level. This is a dry manicure, also known as Russian manicure, and I strongly believe that this is the manicure of the future. And we will talk a little bit more about this class today, since I assume most of you will be taking this one. Then we have two classes of Pedicure 101 and Pedicure Pro, which will be updated soon. You will hear this information from us. And then we have a few nail art classes and a class that we launched last year, eFile 101, which specializes on how to work with electric nail file, because I believe today it's almost impossible to provide the services without using electric nail file, and there's so many things you can do with it. You can do product removal, fills, you can do even some kind of nail art. It may also help you with extensions, and if you would like to learn how to use it safely, then this is the class that covers it. Working for Nails Pro Academy must be my biggest dream come true ever. Oh, Elinda, thank you so much for that. Yeah, and we actually love working with you. All right, so level 1 is where we explain how to do one color nails, focusing on the basic shape, which is square. So this is like the most popular class because it is for beginners. There's a lot about form fitting, about product application, nothing fancy or advanced. And these are nails our students did. And if you see some designs or something, this is mostly what they decided to add there. Like, it's not included in the class, it's only basic technical information, but I believe also this class is like the most important one if you would like to master nail sculpting using forms. And also we update our classes frequently, like level 1 was updated this year. Then we have level 2, where we learn how to do pink and white, fills, ombre, and more advanced types of nail sculpting, and this class will be updating soon too because there are a few things I would like to add. Honestly, every time I will launch a class and then students start attending it, and after a while I see that actually we might change some things or update some things, and then new products come out and new technologies come out, and I realize that we need to update it and change it. So it's not like we record a class and then we just sell it for years. No, I mean, it doesn't work this way. There always have to be an updates. We want to stay up to date, just like with the software, right? You buy your iPhone and then you get all these updates all the time. Then we have level 3, which is advanced class, and it mostly includes salon and extreme shapes such as stiletto, edge, square, oval, and inlay design, like the one you see on the picture. And this one is definitely recommended only after you complete level 1 and 2, because it will be just too hard for you if you haven't. And by the way, level 2 and 3, they already come with two technologies, acrylic and hard gel. If you do not want, for some reason, to use acrylic or gel, you can take just one, but it will be included in your class anyway, so you can at least watch. Need for Speed is technically level 4, which is an advanced class that will help you to work faster. But we strongly recommend you to learn how to fit the forms, how to do pink and white first, so later you can learn how to do it fast. Right now, my dream is to complete my online nail course and get licensed. Need 600 hours for taxes. Wow. Okay, well, Rhonda, that's actually a doable dream. And yeah, 600 hours is a lot, but I think you can do it. And once again, we will do everything to help you with that. I know that every state, they have different rules and regulations. Those are the rules we need to follow. Also, we have a whole bunch of nail art classes. We have Natasha. Actually, we have also a few Russian educators. We have nail art club class. We have this beautiful cursive letters is the nail calligraphy class. And then there is nail collage class, which is, I believe, one of the best classes for beginners. And we also have the class that is called Salon Designs. This is the only my nail art class that I recorded because it includes only the basic things like glitter, transfer foil, all the accessories. All right, let's get started. So now I will share a little bit of technical information which may sound a little boring, but it's very important if you're taking a class with us. I just want to make sure that you will not be, stuck with some simple things like how to log into the website. And then we will continue with a little bit more of the fun stuff. Please make sure to remember your login information and password because you need to access your course. You have a profile, which is some kind of profile like in a social media. And once you join the class, you can add your avatar picture. We would like to see how you look like because unlike live classes, we interact by texting and typing and we cannot see each other. So, it's just nicer to speak to a person when you can see the picture. Add your first and last name and please check is it spelled correctly because unfortunately we have these issues from time to time. The problem is once you'll be issued the certificate, it happens automatically. It's not like someone types in your name. And if there is some typo in your name or last name, it will be in the certificate too. So please make sure it's all correct. Add your country and city because sometimes we do have offers or mailings that are directed to a certain region. Let's say we are doing a mailing about live classes in the US. By the way, we will be doing once in next year. And obviously, we would like to target only people who are in the US. I mean, someone from Australia most likely will not come. That's why if you add your country and city, it will be just easier for us to share only the information that you might be interested in. This is how your profile looks like. So there will be your location, how long have you been registered, and oh my god, yeah, that's my old picture, and the list of the trainings that you took. If it's completed, then it will be marked with green, completed. You can add your works, but you don't really have to upload them. Once you will upload the works in your class, you can always, there's an option to click it and edit in your profile, but it's optional. And also you will see all your certificates there. So whatever you forgot to print it or download it, once you complete it, you will always have them in your profile too. So this is, kind of like a wall with your words. This is how the system looks from the inside, and this is the screenshot from the laptop or tablet. On the phone, it looks a bit more compact, but it's very similar. So in the left corner, there's the picture of you if you uploaded one. If not, there will be, just the shape of the person. And if you click on it, you will have option that says profile. So once you click on it, you will get into your profile that you can also fill in. This is another way of how profile may look like. There's Kisa. She also completed a whole bunch of classes before she became an educator. And then also their diplomas, certificates. How to take the class. All lessons are pre-recorded because this is the best way to achieve the best quality of the video, and also you can pause them, you can fast forward, you can watch them again. Obviously, you can watch them anytime and submit assignments anytime. I know some students are night owls, they really have this creative energy during the night and they submit their assignments for some reason at night always. But some people are just like me, morning person, so they do it during the day, so that's up to you. You can build your own schedule and submit them for whatever time is comfortable for you. How to access your class. Once you click on this icon on the left that looks like a board, you will have an option that says training. Then you click on it and you will see the list of trainings. You will see a long list of trainings, but only the ones that are in bold letters and have the number of lessons are accessible for you, because there's like the entire list of the trainings that we have, but the ones that you're currently taking or active are in bold letters. So now we can, I mean, if you can see, it's pretty small, but there are like webinars 2019 and there's free webinars. So these are accessible, and once you click on them, you will see something like this. You will see what's inside. And this is the list of lessons. You can always scroll through them and have an idea of how many lessons you have ahead of you. And some tips on taking the class. We recommend using Chrome browser for the best video quality. Any other browser will work as well. It just we noticed that with the Chrome there are just less problems. In general, you can pause and play when needed. If you have a slow connection, this is like an basic tip which works for YouTube, any social media in general. You just press pause and wait until the video fully downloads. There is this, this usually it's white or gray line that fully fills in, which means the video is like downloaded, and then you just click play again. Happy to be here. I have no experience, but I hope to learn all I can and be patient with myself. Welcome, Melanie. Darlene, Natalia, I wanted to ask you, where are you from originally and where do you currently reside? I am from DC, currently reside in Gaithersburg, MD. Okay, we do have Natalia in the chat, so I'm not sure if you're addressing her or me. And if this is a question for me, I am originally from Russia, and currently, like today, I reside in North Carolina, but I move a lot, I travel a lot, so sometimes I work here, sometimes back in Russia, sometimes somewhere else. So actually, it was my childhood dream to have a job that will allow me to travel and work at the same time. But back then, I thought it's only possible if you have some kind of a fancy corporate job, because I knew that they always go for these business trips, like with a computer, work from everywhere, but I never thought that it's actually possible by doing nails too. All right, let's get back to the learning. Oh man, okay, it looks like I'm blocking the most important part, so I will make myself a little smaller now. In just a second. Okay. No, okay. Well, I'm just blocking the part that I wanted to show you. So if you would like to adjust the speed and the video quality, there is this icon in, okay, I got it. Now I'm super small, but at least you can see what I wanted to okay, it's this way. So there's this icon that says 1x, 2x. So in case I'm too slow for you, you can speed me up and I will be talking faster. Or if it's the opposite, you would like me to speak slower, you can also adjust it in any video that we have on our platform. And also on the right, it says auto, but you can also click and choose the resolution if for some reason you think it's too it's not good enough, or if it's the opposite, you have the slow connection and you are okay with the quality. And the one on the right may open up so you can see the entire screen, like a full screen mode if you need one, or you can make it slower as well. Okay. Next slide says that we have 3 types of lessons. The first one, which says introduction, is regular lesson. There's nothing on the left, which means you just open it and you just watch it. But also we have lessons that are marked with colors. We have one with red that says let's get to know each other. And then we have marked with blue, which says workspace. But I heard that in some screens, it may show as a dark green. I don't know, it's more like blue to me, but just in case. So what does that mean? Regular white lesson is just a lesson. Any lesson marked with color, which is blue and red, means that there's something in this lesson that requires your action. The red one works kind of like a red light. When you're driving, when you see red, what do we usually do? We stop, right? It means like you need to stop. That's why it's called stop lesson. It will make you stop, even if you don't want to, because I know when we get excited and we're learning, we kind of, want to see it all. But unfortunately, it needs to stop you because there's a very important task that you need to fulfill, and then you may proceed. Because let's say in e-file class, the one that some of you will be taking, we need to make sure that you have the proper e-file, the proper bits before you may continue to some exercises. So once the stop lesson will be accepted by Linda or Kisa or me or another educator, we give you the green light. So the red will change to green, which means you can keep driving. Just keep taking the class. The blue one is also a lesson where you need to fulfill the task, and it will also change to green once we accept it, but unlike red, it will not stop you, which means, let's say you're opening this blue lesson with a mission, with the assignment, and if for some reason you're unable to do it like right now, let's say you're in a commute to your work, you're like sitting on the bus, obviously you can't do nails right now, but you just want to watch it and to watch next lesson, feel free to do that and then come back. But you need to do it even though it allows you to continue taking the class in order to get a certificate. So make sure everything turns into green. Regular lesson, which doesn't have any color and is white, is usually just a video. Sometimes it's a test lesson and doesn't require any action other than carefully watch it and learn. Blue and red lessons means action required. Usually you need to submit your work, sometimes answer a question or take a quiz. This is the common task. Take a picture of your products for this class and upload it here. There's the field where you can type some text, and then there's another field where you can add files and send answer. It's pretty standard, technically. So assignments in red and blue lessons. Once again, any lesson marked with color, action required. You can view or take next lessons if you didn't submit the blue lesson. Remember, the blue is not going to stop you, but it still means there's some assignment. But the red one will make you stop, and it needs to be fulfilled, and once it's accepted by an educator, you may proceed. There might be sometimes times when it will not be accepted right away. Let's say you did something wrong, but you will definitely get an explanation of why and what you need to do, what you need to fix, and then you need to redo it, and then you will have this green light again. Please do not feel sad, like bad about yourself once it happens, because our goal, remember, is to help you create your own success story, like honestly. That's why once any educator asks you to redo, or your task is not accepted, it's only because you did some mistake and we want to fix it. We want to help fix it for you. Because let's say, this is like an easy example, when you're doing acrylic class, if you do not feel how to do the proper consistency, how to pick the bead with your brush, it just won't make sense for you to continue and do extensions on models or on yourself, because there will be even more mistakes, right? So you need to learn it first. It's like, learning how to drive a car. right? First, you need to know the very basic things, such as, where's the accelerator, like how to, switch, the shifts, like there's drive mode and there's reverse mode. So you need to know them first, and then you may start driving. So this is kind of the same here. What happens when your assignment is checked? You will get notification in the system and on email if you are subscribed to all the notifications, because some people unsubscribe, so then you won't get it. You will only see it on the website, and it will turn into green and a check mark, which means you may continue, but all the lessons that are on top, above, like previous lessons, will still be available for you. Some classes have so much information, it is wise to slow it down and watch it over again. Linda, yes, exactly. I mean, some classes that we have like over 100 lessons, and I know, like, for me, because I've been doing this for such a long time, some things may seem obvious, but whenever I'm learning something new, honestly, I think I'm, the student type that needs like at least 5 times to understand at least anything. That's why when I'm taking any classes, I always write everything down. I just watch it over and over again, because that's just how our brain works, that how we work. There needs to be some time until all the information is kind of stuck, on the shelves of our brains, and we slowly start to understand some things. If the assignment that you submitted is declined, you will see this red again. Red means we cannot continue. It says answer not accepted, and you need to redo it. Actually, I'll tell you more. Doing mistakes and having your assignments not accepted is a good thing. Seriously, like in terms of education. And here's why. Whenever you are working on your mistakes and fixing them, it brings you to a totally different level. It's so much better if you make some mistake, like right now, when you have me, when you have Alinda, when you have Kisa, when you have Nails Pro Academy team to help you overcome it. Because if you will do one once you graduate, it will be a bit harder because you will be on your own, right? So please do all the mistakes possible now, so we can work on them and fix them, and in the future you will not need to worry about them anymore. Tips for submitting assignment. Tip number 1, clean the lens of your camera and phone. This is how I do it all the time. Just use whatever sleeve I have on me and clean it. Okay, now it's okay. Use natural or bright white bulbs lighting, because sometimes pictures are so dark it's almost impossible to see anything there. Use solid color background and take a few shots from different angles. It's better to take more pictures than needed than not enough pictures, because we really need to see it from all views to be able to properly grade it. This is example of the picture we will have trouble grading, because it's really hard to see anything here, right? It's out of focus. It's very blurry. The nail, like the finger, is not in the center of the picture, and it's also kind of dark, right? Even though I still can tell like the mistakes that are here, it's still the picture like gives us less information. This one is better compared to the previous one, but also it's still blurry. There's no focus. It's still kind of dark, right? So these are like bad examples of of pictures of assignments, not assignment itself, just the picture. Now we're only talking about the pictures. And this is a good example. Like, we're not asking you to do high class, professional, like, let's put it on the poster right now kind of pictures, but at least we just want to be able to see all the details in them. So this is the picture of before, what we had, the nail. Then we have after, dry manicure. These are the actual pictures from the students from the electric file manicure class. And this is the final look. There's nothing complicated, right? We can see there's just the lady and something on the background, but it looks nice, right? Because, I mean, the lighting is good. We can see all the details. Nails are in focus. So in each lesson, under the video, there's the field for comments and questions, because some videos without assignment, they do not have this special field for the task, but you still can ask question. Any lesson at all have this. So you can ask question, and there's also a camera icon. You can even add a picture. Let's say you would like to show your nails or something else, like, and ask a question about it. When doing assignment, first you need to read the assignment carefully, because this is a very common problem. Sometimes some people just skip this part and then they send something that is not correct. Let's say they do only one nail instead of entire hand, or they use like some products that were not recommended for this assignment and so on. So please read it carefully. I recommend to watch the lesson again before practicing, because I assume most of you watch the lesson and then after a while you do the assignment, because you need to take products that are needed for this particular assignment. Then you set up your workstation. So it's really good if you can actually watch it again to refresh it in your mind. You can use your own hands or a model's hands. And for electric file manicure class, we do not allow practice hands, because I think it's obvious that it won't make sense to trim and to exfoliate the cuticles of the plastic hand. How to finish the class and issue certificate. Okay, we are almost at the end. Once again, check your first and last name spelling. This is very important. Check if all regular and stop lessons are accepted. So once you scroll through the lessons, everything that was red or blue need to turn into check mark and green. If you notice some blue, I mean, you most likely will not notice red, otherwise you won't be able to go all the way down to the class. But if you notice some blue assignments that were not completed, then you need to complete them. Complete the final assignment. And once it's accepted by an educator, the certificate will be issued automatically. If it didn't happen for some reason, please contact us, but usually it happens, so make sure your name is correct. Let's talk a little bit about the electric file manicure class. New students will be taking this one, as well as gel manicure or gel polish class. And these are probably the only, well, not only nail art. Well, anyways, these two classes are perfect to take together, because you can practice electric file manicure first, and then you practice gel polish application on the same person or on yourself, which in my opinion is just great when you can practice both, because in real life that's what you will need. Most people want manicure plus gel manicure. Benefits of dry manicure. If you signed up for this class, I'm pretty sure you already know that dry manicure is the future and believe in it, but I just would like to highlight it again. I think that dry manicure is seriously like the technology of the future, because it's waterless, so there will be less lifting. Okay, so let's imagine we are doing the prep, the natural nail prep. And products that we use for this prep, do they need to moisturize the nail? No, they don't. They do the opposite, right? What do we have? We have dehydrator, we have, and we push the cuticles back. So everything is actually designed to do the opposite, to dehydrate the nail plate, so it will be dry and clean, and we will have a better adhesion between the product and the nail, right? So what if we apply something that was designed to moisturize, like a lotion or an oil? Nothing good is going to come out of it, because there will be, the adhesion will not be good, right? That's why once we use water, and if we, after water, our nails, they are a little bit expanded, right? So they change their shape a little bit. They become more flat because of the water that's filled between the layers. And even though after manicure, like traditional manicure with water, we clean it all, there's still some water left inside. But once we do it dry and we do not use any water, we are working with the nails just the way they are most of the time, like 95% of the time, without water in them, so they're in exact same shape and size as they usually are. And also we will have less lifting. It also reduces hangnails. It is rather fast service once you learn how to do it. And last one was a bit surprise for me, but I realized that this service also makes you stand out. Like seriously, not everyone is still offering it. Not everyone is doing it good. So it may be something that will make you special on your street. Nail supplies. These are some links that we recommend to get your products. So there's a shop which is worldwide. There are a few sources that are US or Canada only. For electric file manicure drill bits, the great resources are Erica's ATA, Red Iguana. She also has a very good quality nail drills, and also we have our own source currently in Nails Pro Academy store. Unfortunately, we do not have the whole variety there yet, but it's still working and it's still available for you. And also I added some things from Amazon, so I created like the special list of the products. If you would like to see the entire list of the products that you need for the class, you just need to go to the page of this class, and there's the menu section on the top that says products. So once you click on it, you will see the entire list. But when we are talking about electric file manicure, I strongly recommend you to just start taking the class first, because I will explain which beads are good, which ones are not, and why. We intentionally make our classes, the access to our classes really long, so you will have this extra time, even enough to wait until the products get shipped, because we know that it depends from country to country. Some people need to wait for like a few months for it. And also there's the list, which is amazon.com/shop/snailco. There's a special list that is called electric file manicure class. So once you click on it, you will see the products that I picked that will be suitable for this class, if you prefer shopping on Amazon. Okay, so yeah, this is how it looks like. There's another one for different classes, so this one is like electric file manicure class. And a few more tips on how to get the most of our classes. I recommend you to take notes. I am the person who prefers everything digital, so if you prefer like to type in the information, that's fine also, but with some things I still recommend you to do it handwritten, because once you write something with your own hand, it works differently. It kind of stays in your memory, in your brain much better. I'm pretty sure you know about this like from all the way back from school, because once you write something down, you will remember it much better compared if you just read. Natalia is asking, will all the links also be available to us in the products place? Yes, actually, I can send this entire presentation to students chat once we finish. Also, if you would like to get the entire presentation and the links separately, yes, I can actually send them in the chat later, and also in the students chat. So yeah, whichever place works better for you. Okay, so you can also write down each step for assignment. So some assignments are very easy, like take picture of your products. Okay, like you do not really need to write it down. But some assignments, like do electric file manicure. I recommend you to just take it and write down or write a scheme. This year I updated this class a lot. I added explanations with the scheme like written on the paper. Then there's another explanation with a plastic finger to help you understand it better. So if it's easier for you to write it down in text, that's fine. If you prefer drawing it like I do, even better. So please choose the one that works for you. But once you write it down, you will have this reminder. So next time you work with a client or a model or on yourself, you will not forget each step. And also, whenever you have new insights or ideas, you're like, oh, yeah, I can actually use this technique like when my mom comes to visit or something. Will I have outstanding results? We do have this kind of questions sometime. And the thing is, it depends, it's 50% depends on the student and 50% on the teacher. And as for the first part, the teacher, we do our best to provide the best classes, explanations, support for you. If for some reason you think it could be better, let us know. We're like open to working on improvements all the time. And the other half depends on you. So we also would love to ask you, if you're already here, I'm pretty sure you will do your best anyways. But just, it's not like selling things or products. Let's say when we're selling iPhones, the person who, the build it, the company, there's everything in it already, and then you use it as a user and nothing really depends on you. Well, actually it does. I mean, if you will drop it or something, then, it's bad. But other than that, it's already there. But with education, it's different, right? It's not like this is your class and okay, it's like automatically this knowledge and skill is going inside your brain and your arms. Would be nice actually if it was possible, right? But no, that's not how it works. You actually need to do some work and some effort to get the result. That's why it's totally up to you what kind of results you will achieve. But if we will work together as a team, there's just no way you are not going to succeed, because you will. I mean, seriously, there's just no other way. So how to study? Watch the lesson, take notes, analyze, and practice. Please do not skip any of the steps, because if you do, you will inevitably come back eventually to one of it, okay? Practice is important, but all the previous steps are as well. Only 20% of new information can be memorized after watching a lesson for the first time. So if you already heard something or watched the lesson, and then after a while you're like, man, I knew it. Why didn't I use this knowledge like right now when I was working with a client? That's just how our human nature works. So please do not feel bad about yourself. It's not like you're slow or you're not good in memorizing things. No, we all are. That's just how it works, because our brains, going back all the way to the history, technically, like we need to focus on important things such as survival or getting food. And when we're learning some new terms, like nail anatomy, they're not that essential for our survival. That's why, the brain kind of doesn't want you to fill it up with all the rest of the information. So it's fine when it happens. And once you take notes, once you practice, once you rewatch it again, you will memorize it. So that's totally fine if you've seen something or learned something and then you feel like you forgot. So this is the cycle that how it usually works. So first, there are theory lessons that give you like the information about the product, the drill bits, how they work. You will learn about tools and products, and then there are some exercises. In electric file manicure, there are exercises that you will do using a buffer, that you will do on the tips, and then you will do some on yourself, and then there's a hands-on practice With gel polish class, there are also some exercises that you will first do on the tips, like French manicure or moon manicure, and then you do them on yourself or on your client. Then you get teacher's feedback. Then we analyze if something was wrong, then maybe you need to redo it, improve, and this is how the cycle ends. And I'm learning, like, and now I'm learning, I was learning like for many years, and it doesn't matter whether it's sport or learning a language or doing nails, anything. Whenever I try to learn something by myself, and I consider myself a very disciplined person, like seriously, I can wake up at like 5 a.m. if I need to do something. I can be there every single day, like I do not have problems with that. And even then, when I learned something by myself, I was kind of going at a certain pace. But whenever I use someone else's knowledge, like I was taking a tutor or a trainer, so once I started doing this workout with a personal coach, with a personal trainer, in the fitness club, and then I started to take vocal lessons, and then when I was preparing for the competition, so 1 year I was training myself, but then I took another educator who was helping me through it. Like my speed was like, I don't know, not even 2 times. I believe it was like 10 times faster, just because this person have more experience and had already did most of your mistakes that you're trying to do now, trust me, and is just willing to share them with you. It just makes it so much faster. That's why I'm just a fan of learning and studying, and now like sharing information with you. That's why how this cycle usually works. And a few words about time management. Oh my God, I promised to keep it short, and we're almost talking for 1 hour. I am sorry about that. I will try to make the further information a bit more compact. So you have an access time for all your classes. All classes are time limited. We do not give lifetime access, well, sometimes for some short webinars, but for the classes, no, because if we want you to achieve a certain goal, which is help you succeed, you need to do it at a certain period of time. Like, trust me, if you will take one lesson once a month and stretch out the class for like 7 years, nothing good is going to come out of it. I mean, come on, a lot of things are going to happen within 7 years. So actually, the faster you take the class, the better. Well, we are not pushing you to like finish it within a week or 2 weeks. That will be too fast. But also when it's too spread out in a time, it's just easier to forget some things and to lose skill. You know what I mean? So once you have not acquired the skill yet, the more often you repeat it, the better. So let's say you just learned how to do a certain technique of dry manicure, but then you take a break for almost a month, and then unfortunately you will need almost to start over. I mean, you will still remember some things, but you will need to start over because it's not automatically for you. Your brain is not that familiar with these moves yet. Makes sense? So, okay, let me give you an example. If you've been driving a car for, I don't know, 10 years, so you're like good at it, you're like just driving, not really thinking about how to do this, and then you take a break for 1 month, it's totally fine. It won't be a problem. You will easily remember it, how to do it, and do it again. Not a problem, because you already have the skill. But when it's something new, it's not going to work like that. That's why I believe that it is better to not take long breaks whenever it's possible, and also not spread out the class like a lot. And I know that life is unpredictable, and sometimes it's just something we cannot do to change it. But when it's possible, please try just to stick to a certain tempo and schedule to finish the class on time. So you can watch theory lessons and take notes, ideally every day. I'm talking about the theory lessons. Finish theory and quiz first, and then plan your practical assignments. Once you plan them, it will be easier for you to do them because you can schedule a meeting with the model or with of your friends or family member who is willing to help you as the model. But keep in mind that each assignment can be declined. Unfortunately, even though I share this information on almost every orientation class, this is what we have on almost each class. Let's say we start at a certain date, October 24. And usually many people start right away. There's enthusiasm, everybody start getting to know each other, submitting assignments. But then over time, this enthusiasm just we get sucked up by the routine and, all the different things happening in life. But then once we have only 2 weeks until the end of the class, everybody suddenly remember, oh my God, my class is expiring soon, and start submitting assignments, just right away, one by one. And this is the most stressful time for educators because we need to grade 10 times more assignments than usual per day. And then some students get really annoyed because their assignment get not accepted because the time is running in and out. So please keep that in mind and plan ahead. Always have some time in advance, because if assignment get declined, that you will need some extra time to redo it and also to get it checked. All right. And this is the typical study graph. So first part is when we're relaxing, and by the end of the class we start panicking, because once the class starts, we're like, oh, there's plenty of time ahead. But in the end, we do this, like I just explained, assignments one by one. So please try to not make it like that. All assignments will be checked by an educator, and due to time difference, waiting time may take up to 3 days. Please keep that in mind as well. And also, I would like to give you another tip that you can actually do learning and building your clientele 2 in 1. If you will try to take pictures of your assignments that you can later use for your social media. So there's a video that I have. Just a second. Yes, I will send it in the chat right now on my YouTube. Some tips on how to take pictures for your social media. That means you can take the class, learn, and also take nice pictures that can be later used for your social media. So you're kind of doing it both at the same time. So this is a 20-minute video, so I recommend you to watch it, and there are more tips on how to do nice pictures. Okay, so 1 hour is running out, so I will be quick on finishing it. And besides pictures, I strongly recommend you to do videos, like video of your work, record before and after video, and a little sneak peeks of the process, because videos are the future. Videos always get more attention, they have a longer watch time, and they always get more engagement compared to the photos. And by recording just one video, you can use it on a few platforms. Facebook, if you're still using it, Instagram Reels, Stories, and TikTok. If for some reasons you are not able to continue taking the class at the moment, please let us know at info@nailsproacademy.com, and we will freeze the class for you. And also, whatever you have any other troubles and problems, you can send us the message through the website, nailsproacademy.com. And please use the same email as you use for logging in, so we can identify you, because sometimes people reach us out from the different emails and we are usually like, who are you? It will be just easier for us to find your profile, see the classes that you took, and just to give you a better feedback. What else? Be active, tag Nails Pro Academy wherever you're sharing something on the social media, join students' Telegram chat so we can interact there, and use Nails Pro Academy hashtag or Nails Pro Academy _students whenever you share any works, because we would love to see them and like them. And of course, follow us everywhere on social media. And I believe this is it. Well, it was 1 hour. I couldn't keep it shorter, but I just have so much information I would like to share with you guys. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. If you're watching this in recording, feel free to ask them in the comments as well so we can reply. And I am so thankful for you that you chose Nails Pro Academy. I wish you all good luck in your studies. And this is an exciting time of when you start the class. Everything is just beginning. You will be receiving new fresh products, unpacking them, opening the classes, submitting the assignments. This is like a fun time. So I'm really wishing you all the best, and I look forward to seeing your beautiful works and questions and your final assignments and your success stories, maybe in the next orientation classes. And by the way, if you just joined us, you will have access to International Students Chat for forever. Like, we do not expel anyone, so you will be able to continue chat with us and keep attending new orientation classes, as well as some live streams we do exclusively for our students. So I would love to see you there as well. Okay, let me quickly refresh the page, and looks like we do not have any questions. Well, I guess that's because I explained everything very well, hopefully. All right, thank you guys for joining. Wishing you a great Sunday or a good evening if it's a nighttime at your place, and I will see you in class. Goodbye.